Welcome back. Round number 2 against the Charlotte Hornets. We had a really interesting series against the New York Knicks. We pushed it to a game 7. I would like to get a finish in 5 or 6 games, considering we were number 1 in the league, I do believe. 60-20. We were definitely first in our conference. What about the league? Yeah, first in the league, the only team with 60 wins. I'm definitely looking for an emphatic win against Charlotte here. I want to take a look at the team they got. Wow, okay, they got a good team. They got a few injuries, though, which will be to our benefit. So, they got Kemba Walker at an 86. They got Harry Giles. He must have been drafted in the past couple years at an 83. 1 to 2 weeks for Michael for MKG. That's huge. I hope we can finish it fairly soon so he's out for the series. Day-to-day for Bamba? What the fuck? I want to trade for him. I like that name. They got Batum, Zeller, Kaminsky, Rondo. They got good depth, though. A lot of teams have great depth. It's time to shorten up the bench, I think. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys playing. I don't know if I want to shorten it up, though. I really like the team we've got. And, yeah, I think I'm going to keep it just how it is. I really like the team we have. I think I can trust them enough. And again, it's the fact that we have a deep team. It's not like the starters are all-stars and the bench are just kind of there to fill in the cap space for what we could afford. We got a really, really solid bench. Sorry, I just got to do a quick update, apparently. It's not going to affect this series, but it's going to stay on the screen for the whole time. I really hate that. I wish it didn't. I wish it just popped up and went away. Gosh dang it. Come on, NBA. You can load a bit quicker than that. Okay, that took forever. God dang it. Nobody's unhappy, so that's good to see. It looks like nobody's complaining that they're not playing. Let's go right into it, I think. One more thing, 1 second. Let's take a look at Charlotte. Do they have anyone I want to match up against? I think Kemba Walker, we have to. He's a great shooter all round. So let's go to the Charlotte Hornets. And I think I want to put somebody who do I want to put on him? I think I want to put Hollis Jefferson. Yeah, for sure I want to put Hollis Jefferson, which means I probably want to get him a starting role. I don't know. He's playing 26 minutes. You know, if he ever gets on the court with him, he will be matched up against Kemba Walker. I do like that matchup there. We got a lot of great defense on the team. I guess it's time to just simulate. Obviously, we have home court advantage. We need to win our first 2 games at home. We can't keep splitting the first series like we have been, not only in the last series, but in previous seasons. So far, the defense is good. 1, 2 quarters in, holding them to around 20 points. That one's up against 30. Gosh dang it. At least we could keep along scoring with them. Again, we're not giving up a lot of runs, which is going to be perfect, crucial to if we're going to win this cup or not cup, title. It looks like we're definitely going to win. We win by 18 points. Redick, 3 for 13, 3-point shooting, but he still had 22 points. Wells and Allen in the 20s as well. Rebounding, we had 4 guys over 15. That is a huge part to our team. They only had 1 guy, Giles, at 20. We beat him in all categories, it looked like. Perfect. Lasbier's not happy. It is what it is, unfortunately. We can't really play everybody we'd like to. I don't like that they complain about that. It's playoff time. What do you expect? You're not as good as everybody else. Just live with it. Game number 2, though. We have consistency. I'm not going to get overwhelmed about a good game. We got to keep the defense consistency. We have the ability. We have the talent. We just got to live up to that talent. So far, again, we're doing it. The first quarter, we're doing great, which I like to see. Second quarter, it looks like when we're kind of taking our foot off the gas pedal, but at least so far, we're scoring. I mean, 2 37-point quarters in a row. Looking like it's going to be a blowout, and that is exactly what it is. 139-97. We beat him by 40 points. Redick, what a beast. He might be the MVP. We do not do this good without Redick. We just don't. We need that 3-point shooter, and he is exactly that. 6 for 9? Are you kidding me? Again, 4 guys in a 10+ rebounding. They only had 1. Definite scoring was a little bit even, but we just had better depth scoring. So a 2-1 lead, or 2-0. That looks like Philly's taking a commanding lead. Portland as well. Golden State is probably going to win. Let's not kid ourselves. We need a sweep, though. I'm calling it. We need a sweep against Charlotte, especially with MGK injured, and especially with the other guy being day-to-day. He's probably fine now, but we definitely have to win while they have that big injury. It's 1 to 2 weeks, which means he probably is definitely not going to be in any games if we sweep him. 2 30-point quarters, almost 40 again. Holy crap! Holy crap! They had a big... They're not coming back. They're just not. 136 to 110. Wells went for 50. He went for 50 and 30 with 4 blocks and only 2 turnovers. That's an underrated thing about the team. Nobody goes for a lot of turnovers, which is great. Redick, 4 for 5 shooting from the 3-point line. I couldn't ask any more out of Redick. He's even like 36, I believe. I agree. I will accomplish. I believe I will. We got to. Here we go. How hard is it? Not hard at all. I got to get the players' morale up right now. I can't worry about what the press thinks. Not that I would anyways, but in the game you kind of have to a bit, so they don't ask you ridiculous questions. Here we go, though. We need the sweep. We need a sweep. Good defense. Don't take your gas off the pedal just because we have a 3-0 lead. We can't pull a Golden State and blow it. Sorry, Golden State fans had to bring it up. Oh my, another 30-point quarter. We are scoring like nobody's business. Another one. Another 40-point quarter. And we're holding them to 20 points a quarter as well. We take a commanding 126 to 84 win, a 40-point win. Whew, what do I want? Let's go an offensive and defensive awareness to all players. That will help the team out immediately. Wow. Let's go simulate game by game. Golden State might get eliminated. No, they don't. Of course they don't. So 2 sweeps in the East. Obviously, the Eastern Conference is ran by Philly and Boston. We faced them last year in the conference final, I do believe, as well. Golden State versus Portland. I know what we're going up against Philly. It is pretty obvious what we are going up against. We faced them last year. I don't think they would make too many roster changes, but I will refresh my mind just to see what we're looking at. Let's go to business, though. I mean, we must have sold everything out. Yeah, guaranteed we did. Only 2 games at home, though. That's okay. Let's go to injury report. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to see Philly's team. I do want to take a look at Portland and Golden State. Whoa, no! You didn't see that. You didn't see that. Don't look. Don't look. Well, I mean, I don't know. Don't look. Shit. What am I doing? I went back to them. Okay, I didn't look. Shit. I might have caught an 80-something. I don't know. I tried not to look. Let's go to the Warriors, though. They got Curry, Thompson, Green, Livingston, Blazemore, Sullinger. They got a good team, but they got the high 90s. They got the 90s and the high 80s for sure, but they don't have the depth they once did. And then Portland, do they have an injury? They got 2 of them, but, I mean, they're not 90s. I don't know how. It should be a definite Golden State win, for sure. Unless Lillard, what kind of points are they putting up right now? Holy crap. Let's go to recent games. He hasn't been putting up insane numbers. A few 30-point games, but against Utah, he didn't have 1. That's interesting. They must have great team chemistry. I don't see any way Golden State loses. It will be my pleasure to beat them in the finals. Believe that. We got 94 chemistry. Wait, a streak of 1 loss. How is that possible? We just came off a win. How is a streak? Oh, that might have been the regular season. Maybe the regular season. As of right now, everybody's happy. I don't know if we should shorten up the bench. The bench is doing great. Maybe we can take out Marcus Smart. That might be what I do. Take out Marcus Smart and make it an 8-man bench lineup. I might take out Marcus Smart. I think that's what I'm going to do. Hope you enjoyed. Off we go to the Eastern Conference Final. We're coming off a sweep, so is Philly. Two red-hot teams looking to better up one another. Here we go.